Slack and getting customers to use, adopt, and spend money on has become even more important to Salesforce based on some recent announcements, which quite honestly, you could see coming late last year. And what I'm talking about is a recent announcement, unveiling of all these new features within Slack, but most specifically, the personal AI agent for work, that's their wording, Slackbot. So Slackbot, right, think of it as I just said, agentic AI agent. It pulls from your Slack channels and other data sources, which, by the way, watch out, that's gonna drive cost up for you as a customer. I can get to that in some other places and other content, but pay attention to that. And I would be asking your Salesforce rep, your Slack rep about that. So if it's pulling from other areas, do I need to be concerned about additional costs that come from that? The answer is yes. But again, I'll cover that in another time. But Slack. A lot of customers out there are Salesforce. They have Salesforce Renewals, Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, so forth and so on. They may have Slack. They may have different renewal dates. But understand this, your rep, Salesforce Slack, they need you to use Slack. They need you to adopt Slack. They need you to start using Slackbot specifically. They need you to upgrade, right? So that's the pitch. They're going to say, okay, you're in Pro. You should consider Business Plus. You should consider Enterprise Plus because guess what? Slackbot's available within that or becoming available in that. And why don't you have Slackbot? You should have Slackbot. Have you heard about AI agents? So forth and so on. So again, the pressure is going to go up. You're going to feel it. You're going to see enticing discounts. You're going to see a push to get concessions or early renewals or pulling forward before time. But if they're doing that to you, centered around solo Slack discussions, stop, have them pause. They need to sell you, show you the value. Why is it important to me? What happens if it's not? Can I downgrade from an addition of Slack? All the common things. But also, by the way, what about my Marketing Cloud relationship? I've been telling you all along I'm not getting the full value. What about field service? What about MuleSoft? What about Tableau? I need you to come to me holistically. So maybe I can be interested in giving you what you want around Slack. And maybe I can buy into Parker Harris, Chief Technology, co-founder of Salesforce, commentary about Slack as the operating system for work. And Slackbot is the front door for the agentic enterprise. Like maybe I can buy into that. Maybe I'll consider, maybe I'll advance conversations with you. Maybe. But it's going to cost me money. In addition to it, I am concerned about this pulling from other data sources part. I'm sure you'll explain that to me. But I'm spending significant money perhaps on air in other areas. So let's talk about the holistic picture here before we get too crazy, before we go too far around what you need. And again, Salesforce need this for the dollars. They need it because it's tied to AI, investments going in the right place, not only just for the Slack purchase, but AI in general. They need to be an AI innovator, Agentforce as well. And the market, the investors need to see ways to accelerate revenue growth. They need that from Salesforce. So again, they need something from you. Slack, use, adoption, upgrade, Slackbot. But you likely need something from Salesforce. So if you can tie those two together, approach them the right way, this could be an opportunity that doesn't often come around.